Next we see rotational symmetry for a square. Now in a square we find that all angles and all sides are equal to each other. So we have a square here ABCD. The center of rotation is here O, and we are going to rotate it, and let's see how many times it is possible to rotate it such that the figure remains symmetrical. Now each angle, that is the central angle of a square, can be found out. They are going to be equal here because a square is a regular figure. So the total angle at the center is 360 degrees. So I am going to divide 360 by 4. I am going to get 90 degrees. So which means that this figure can be rotated by 90 degrees. Now when I rotate by 90 degrees, let's say in the clockwise direction, that is in this direction, then what happens? The square remains identical in shape and size, but what changes will be the vertex. Earlier A was here, now A will be shifted here, D will shift here, C is going to shift here, and B will shift here. So what we get is an identical square. The shape and size of the figure will not change, but what changes is that the position of the vertex, if you see, has changed. So this is a 90-degree rotation. Now further, if I give this square a 90-degree rotation, then what happens is that again the position is going to change. A vertex will come here, D will shift down, C will shift here, and B will shift here. Again we find identical square, but the vertex has changed. We can also rotate it by further 90 degrees. We will find now what is happening is the B will be shifted here, A will shift downwards, D will come here, and C will come here. So in all these cases we find that the figures are going to remain identical. And what are these figures? All are going to be squares, but we find that the vertex changes. So if you look at the position A here and A here and A here and A here, all are different. And if I further rotate it, I'll be getting the first diagram here, that will be a complete rotation. So here we find that the order of rotation is equal to 4. So I can rotate it in 4 different ways such that the figure remains identical in shape and size. So this concept of rotation and getting symmetry at the same time is called rotational symmetry.